life story. Mabel Merle Brown was called home to be with her Lord on Tuesday, October 2nd, 2012. She passed peacefully at home in the presence of her beloved daughter, Hope C. Brown. Born March 22nd, 1918 in Clarendon, Jamaica, Mabel was the fourth of 6 children born to the late Lucas and Bernetta Haywood, a loving and praying couple. She received her formal education at Park Hall Elementary School and Denham Town High School. At age 20, her parents consented to her marriage to the loving St. Brown. They had 5 beautiful years of marriage until he was suddenly taken from her by death. Toussaint never knew his daughter Zonia, with whom Mabel was 3 months pregnant at the time of his death. Mabel had 6 children: Hope, Frank, Rose, Zonia, Gwendolyn, and James. 4 of her children died at a very young age. Shortly after the death of her husband, she relocated to Kingston to work as a seamstress in order to support her family. Her children remained in Clarendon with her parents, who helped raise them while she was away. While dealing with the loss of her dear husband, she visited the Newtown Church of God under the leadership of Bishop Wilford A. Shaw. It was then that she committed her life to Christ, and he turned her mourning into joy.
Hallelujah.
Her newfound walk with Christ was refreshing and life-changing. This became a very exciting time in her experience, and she began singing with the Four Sisters Quartet. They traveled the country for several years, and many lives were touched by their music ministry. In 1964, Mabel relocated to Brooklyn, New York, and immediately got busy in the church she was attending, directing the choir and serving in various capacities. She will truly be remembered for her love and passion for music, singing, making melody in her heart to the Lord. Mabel attended and graduated from the Manhattan Bible Institute, as well as the Christian Bible Institute. Responding to the call of God in her life in 1980, Mabel became the founding pastor of Trinity New Testament Assembly in Brooklyn, New York. The work prospered and grew. Many souls saved, set free, and delivered. They also established a fully accredited Bible school, youth ministry, and food pantry. The Lord was gracious and blessed Trinity, and within 10 years, they were able to pay off the church's mortgage. After 20-plus years of faithful and dedicated service, Mabel resigned as the pastor of Trinity. Shortly thereafter, with the fire of God still burning in her heart, she established New Vision Deliverance Ministry with Pastor Linroy Lee. After a few years of service at New Vision, Pastor Brown passed the mantle to Pastor Lee and his wife. In 2007, the Lord opened yet another door, and Pastor Brown moved to Atlanta, Georgia, with her firstborn child, Pastor Hope Brown. Together, they continued to serve in ministry and later attended the Praise Center under the leadership of Pastor Russell Davis. As she continued to experience life in her golden years, it was almost impossible to keep this good woman down. Mabel was unstoppable and consistently made the declaration, "I will never retire from doing the work of the Lord because I enjoy serving my King." Amen. Amen. Pastor Brown was a woman of poise. She was strong, bold, influential, and of great dignity, and was never afraid to roll up her sleeves in order to get the job done. She led an active life and was strategic in shaping lives for eternity. Mabel loved to travel. I got that from her. And her most favorite place in all the world was the Holy Land. Pastor Brown was greatly loved as a noble woman of God. She was preceded in death by her parents and all of her siblings. She leaves to cherish her precious memory, her 2 daughters, Hope Constance Brown and Zonia Williams, with her husband, Pastor Selvin Williams, her grandchildren, Sean Walsh, with his wife Verna, Chadwick Walsh with his wife, Joanna, Keitha Joy Walsh, myself, Opal Bennett, Elizabeth Williams, and not forgetting her adopted grandchildren, Randall Thompson and Yolanda Baptiste, as well as her great-grandchildren, Sean Walsh II, Victoria Walsh, Savannah Diljon, Chadwick Andrew Walsh, Rachel Walsh, Christina Walsh, and Caleb Crawford. Numerous nieces, nephews, and a host of cousins and loved ones. We all bid her a fond farewell and will cherish her forever.
Amen.